Whenever we talk about agile, what it is and why to use agile. So whoever has been using a agile philosophy, agile methodology, they say you get a fast delivery, you get a fast feedback, there is a iterative development, changing requirement. So what are all these? Why we get a fast delivery? Say we have 100 features in a product, someone came up with some I want this product, like say Netflix, which has tons of features, and every day thousand of changes are happening on that. It's like a multiple of microservices are working at the back of it, at the back of the architecture. So what's happening, everything is changing so fast that you can't develop everything in a bundle and think of giving it to the client, to the customer, because things will change, and every day things are changing. So what we do in agility, we create a MVP is minimum viable product. We create a minimum viable product. Out of 100 features, we take a few features through which we can create a small product out of it. So which is again shippable product. It's not that you just create something which is like a document, like a UI design. You take every requirement, and you take 100 features. Out of those 100 features, you take few features which will create a minimum viable product. You show it to the customer, then he gives his feedback that what else could be added. Then again you go back, take a feedback, you iterate, and you do a fast delivery based on the feedback of the customer. So this fast delivery, fast feedback, iterative development, this comes because we don't take everything at a time. We create chunk of work, and then it starts working as a shippable product at the end of any I'm talking that what agile believes in. What is the agile philosophy? It works in changing requirement. Requirement changes because the market is changing at a very fast pace. the, we are adaptive adaptive in planning, because we like in waterfall methodology. What happened, people used to create a baseline for planning. They will create a plan for the whole project at a time. There was no adaptivity. So if there was a change, they will say no, we can't change. Why? Because we have signed off this agreement, we will change after we complete this cycle. But in agile, what happens, we are open to any change in the planning. We are adaptive of planning. We are adapting whatever is the market requirement. We are changing at a fast pace. We are talking to the customer on every point of time. Whenever there is a release, there is an iteration, we are taking a feedback from the customer. He is saying yes, this is of my business value. Okay, let's go ahead, add more features. Another iteration, we have another potential shippable product. So we are open to any change. We are open for changing the plan. We are open to engage the customers, stakeholder engagement. In older days, the traditional methodology talked about stakeholder, but stakeholder is only there to take the reports. But now we engage, we are not doing stakeholder management. Earlier it was stakeholder management, where the stakeholder, before that I will like you, I hope everyone knows what a stakeholder is, since the crowd over here, audience over here, is most is students. So let me clarify. Stakeholder is someone who is directly or indirectly related with the project. So in that this case, a product owner who is owning the product, who has brought this business case to you, that I want a solution out of this my business problem. So he is a stakeholder. We are engaging them whenever we are having a requirement gathering workshop. We are asking him to come. When we are having come and join, even if he doesn't come, he can join on call or video call preferably. So he is there constantly watching what is happening, and he is giving his feedback. At any point of time, if there is a change in his business value, in his business case, he will be taking his point, he will putting his point to us, and we will change according to his requirement. Because customer, client, stakeholder is the king here. He is the one who wants to, or the end user could be the stakeholder. So we keep changing, we engage the stakeholder. Then we talk about collaborative team. What is a collaborative team? Earlier in old days, project manager was there, who will decide that who is going to develop, who is going to test, who is going to do the requirement gathering. So there were different people, but they were under project manager. But what happens in a collaborative team, everyone can do, they are cross functional, everyone can work on everything. They are not there is a lot of transparency in the team. Everyone sees what's coming up, what's we have done, what changes are being done. So there is a team of around 6 to 8 people, and they collaborate with each other on daily basis team. Then there is very less documentation, we only work on user stories. But what happened in the traditional methodology, we had tons of documents. So whenever you are buying something, you don't go and see the document, you just go and check the software. If you are buying a mobile, you check the software, you don't go to the manual user manual, and you don't check that what is written, you start doing. So let's here, rather than giving tons of document, pile up of document, we prefer to give the working software. So this is what is the main difference, that that's why people like agile actually, because there is less documentation. Especially developers, they hate the documentation, they like to code. So everything is there in the code, and the product, the soft product which we are delivering to the client. So at the same time, emergent design, we don't create a baseline design, we don't create a baseline architecture. We look into the clarity of code. If there is a clear code, there is no hashes in the code inside, we keep it as that as a baseline, and we keep changing the architecture according to the plan, according to the adaptive plan, and changing requirements. So this is all what all agile concept, a theory comes, or philosophy talks about. That's why it is liked by everyone, whoever is doing agile management. So by definition, we can say I talked all the attributes of agile. So in few couple of words, if we take the definition of agile from agile.org, this is what they say, that agile software development refers to a group where software development methodology is based on iterative development. I talked about iterative development, where requirements and solutions evolve through collaboration between organizing cross functional teams. Cross functional team is a team which includes a tester, a QA, a BA, and architect, a developer. So they all discuss. Nothing is hidden from anyone. So that's why this team is called cross-functional. So this is a just of the agile gist of the agile, where we can say that this is what agile software development is about.